And thinking about the word spooky, the first thing that comes to everyone's mind is definitely haunted places, creepy people, ghosts, and paranormal activities. However, do you realize that spooky isn't necessarily always about the jump scares and the shadowy figure across the hall? Nowadays, thanks to the creative minds of various artists and authors, spooky has become a wide spectrum with varieties, as each artist creates their own twist, version, and definition of the term. Thus, the feeling of spookiness comes in various shapes or forms. It could be as simple as realizing you're alone in a huge city, or goes to the extreme of watching your dying companion turn into something not of this world. The feeling of spookiness can be implemented in any genre and any pop culture media, such as movies, shows, and of course, video games. And it goes without saying that even in these movies and games, there are admirable characters that we can look up to and even learn a thing or two from them and their journey. But there are enough people who talk about this. So today, I thought I'll do just that. I will show you and the whole world that the fictional world is not just about the booze and the bangs, but it's also about humanity, morality, and also compassion towards one another. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because I will take you on a journey about fictional people with real heroic stories taken straight from one of my favorite horror games of all time, The Walking Dead. I believe many of you out there probably familiar with this title, right? But in case you haven't already know, The Walking Dead is a story-based horror game based on a popular series by the same name, created by the company of Telltale Games. The story is based on a man named Lee Everett in his journey of surviving through the zombie apocalypse, which will be the highlight for today's topic. But by now you're probably wondering, hmm, what's so special about this man Lee that I had to talk about him and his journey today? Well, good for you because you're about to find out. At the start of his journey, after witnessing the apocalypse and almost getting injured himself, he was met with a young girl by the name of Clementine who was hiding away from the apocalypse, believing that her parents would be back to get her. Of course, in a situation like this one, where it's involving life and death, anyone would choose to be selfish, right? Well, not Lee. Instead of abandoning the poor young girl and letting her slowly become the zombie's feast, he took the girl with him and protected her throughout their journey together, even helping her find her parents so that they can be reunited together again. Of course, Clementine did her best to give him back in return as well. Throughout the story, she defended him with all she could whenever others were accusing him of many different things, and even protected and helped him whenever he was going to get hurt or was about to get into any trouble. But things doesn't stop there. Along their journey, they ran into survivor groups as well. Despite at first being treated as an intruder and even accused of being a traitor at some point later on in the story, he still helped them survive by protecting them from hoarders, helping them find and secure their stocks of essential items, and even helped them solve conflicts between each other. He showed them that he was a man worthy of their trust, a man who they can rely on. He showed them that he was willing to be a part of them and actually help them get through this catastrophic, apocalyptic world. Because of his demeanor, the group considered Lee to be an extremely remarkable person that they look up to. He eventually became the leader of the group as well, as he was not only kind and altruistic, but he was also very smart and very resourceful. The group members become loyal to him as they form a bond with him and were very grateful for everything that he did for them. In return, they helped him and also helped to protect Clementine and her pursuit of finding her parents. And you know the most beautiful thing about all this is that he didn't do this simply just to secure a place to survive or to gain a following, no. But he did it because he actually cared. He truly did. He really did think that unity and teamwork is the key in surviving through hardships. So After after hearing Lee's journey, I think y'all can see now why did I have to talk about this. And I think we all can agree that kindness goes a long way in life, as you are not only saving your own life, but simultaneously saving others in one way to another, whether it be physically or even emotionally. It's a win-win situation for everybody, right? And it taught us that unity is the key to hardships. Because in a world where humans are nearly diminishing and humanity is at its lowest like theirs, with unity and kindness, that would be closer to them as air is close to our body. Imagine if there was no humanity or compassion involved. The trigger of a gun would be the lightest thing on earth, even if it's aimed towards someone innocent among you. So, with that being said, I think we can conclude today's topic by realizing that even fictional people taught us real life lessons through their heroic actions. That humanity is an important part of survivability of mankind. That unity and kindness and teamwork goes a very long way in achieving survivability, even in a world without apocalyptic situations. So, with that being said, I am Intan Annisya. Thank you for listening to my speech today.